Hey, I kind of completely died. Well, not completely, really only for about a week. But, to be honest, I went into a really, really bad mental state, and I kind of binged for the last week and a half. And if you can't hear me, I'm kind of locked in today, like actually locked in. So, I'm on the treadmill. I have a treadmill in my house, so I'm not, like, talking like this in the gym. That'd be kind of fucking crazy. But, I don't know, man. I think this week has just been so fucking weird. I got into a very, very, like, deep spiral, and I don't know, just been contemplating a lot of things. God, my dog came in. I've been thinking, like, what could have been, like, one of the other triggers that, caused all this. And then I started thinking about a lot of other stuff going on. I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of venting and thinking out loud. But for context, or I guess I'm talking to myself, when I was around 13, 14, I was groomed online by this guy, and we were like in a Roblox group together or whatever, and it started really as manipulation to do quote-unquote my job. So basically this guy, he had like another group that was kind of like our opposition or whatever, or our rivals or whatever, and then we had our own group. They were kind of similar in theme, and I was, I guess, like an HR, and I would just be there like moderating the game, interacting with the community, etc. But it got to the point that if I interacted with the other community, which I did, I was called like a betrayer, like a spy or whatever, and a lot of other, I guess, awful things that eventually got into the point where I still remember this. He said I needed to be quarantined, and all for like interacting with someone from the other group when I hadn't done anything. I was searching what was I gonna do, and I guess like their thing of saying like why I was like a manipulator or like a spy or whatever was because I had been inactive or just not as active for a week or two, and they had said I needed to be quarantined because I didn't care about the group enough. And I don't know, this past week, I just thought about that same situation, and I realized that I'm kind of going through that again, and I hadn't realized, because with things like mentors and the like, you, especially I guess when you're young, like I'm 17, you want to make them proud, you want them to like you, and when they give you opportunities, you kind of feel indebted to them, and I guess that's sort of how I feel right now. But there's this sort of parallel that I didn't see before where, again, it's that feeling of that I feel indebted to them, and also that they have pushed a lot, and I mean a lot of people away. And obviously, like, when you're looking at it from their side and you see their struggles, because that's the only side you can see, you obviously like take their side, but then I realized that I've been sort of cut off or discouraged from talking to the other side, and I haven't for this situation, not yet, but I'm seriously contemplating doing so because I don't know, there's just been a few alarms in my head. And I guess this is sort of different because this is in person, it's not online. And this person is someone that is, again, like a mentor to me. I'm not going to say it, but a mentor to me. And there's just been many things, again, that have kind of alerted my senses in the past couple weeks. I've realized that, I know I'm 17, but I'm still a minor, and this person is like twice my age, and they're very comfortable with me like venting about their personal life, talking about business with me, talking badly about other people, also talking about their sexual experiences, just not, I guess not in a predatory way, but I guess in a way that you shouldn't really be comfortable talking about with a student or with a minor. And it kind of made me realize that I've abandoned some of my values ever since I met this person, you know. I was never one to take somebody's side without consulting the other side, but because I knew my mentor more, you know, and I didn't know the other people very well, I didn't really feel the need to, even though they hadn't interacted with me. But now recently it's gotten to the point where, you know, some of these estranged people, you could say, were now my, like, people that I had been friends with, you know? And I'm seeing them thrive, I'm seeing them succeed, and a whole bunch of other things that I guess this person isn't. And at this point, I'm kind of questioning, like, am I in the right place? Because it got to the point, I guess, where I couldn't pay this person anymore because I'm having, again, like I mentioned, a lot of financial strain with my family. So yeah, I guess that's just sort of what I've been contemplating. Like, this person is, I'm not gonna say used, but I've been like invited to come over, and it just really turns out into me doing free labor. I'm not getting anything back, like I'm not getting any training back from this labor. And also just seeing, I guess, the quality of how this person is treating certain, I guess we could call it equipment, or certain things has just gone down significantly. And I don't know, I feel very wary, very strange, and I don't know. Again, I think one of the things that kind of ticked off for me was that I was so quick to not hear the other people's side because I was told that they were just lying, yet I haven't seen much proof. And this person has a public court case that they had told me about, and I actually went in to find it, and I kind of made my own conclusions. I don't know, it's not too bad. I'm making this sound really bad, but yeah. In terms of, well, my plague, I'm trying to get thinner for prom. Just get thinner in general. I'm very miserable being fat. So today I'm gonna be on this treadmill for 2 hours, and then I'm gonna try to do fast as much as I can, like intermittent fasting, maybe some longer water fast, and I guess that's the plan until next weekend. But yeah, it's just a sort of update of how everything's been. Just kind of strange. Sorry I'm out of breath again on the treadmill, but yeah, that's just sort of how it's been. Cheers. I'll see you guys later.